What's up, you guys? It's your boy Jalen,
Your girl Raven.
and today we're reacting to Real Rockstars.
Obi Wan Kenobi.
Obi Wan Kenobi. He's gonna be reacting to it and basically giving us some insight into what he sees. We're gonna let him talk, and then we're gonna add a little spice to it at the end of it. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and get notified to stay up to date with our latest and greatest content. Make sure to
I like that.
tag all your enemies, all your friends, and your family in this video. And we're going to be posting a lot more this year, so hopefully you guys are there with us throughout this journey, and we'll see you on a reaction.
Yes, let's go.
Hello there! Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and we just got a new trailer for Obi Wan Kenobi on Disney+. 6 episodes starting May 25th. I have sustained myself since Revenge of the Sith, mostly on Ewan McGregor memes, so I can't wait for a weekly mix of these.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So I'm gonna react to this trailer, give you my first thoughts, and then tomorrow in a separate video will be my in-depth, frame-by-frame breakdown of all the details and Easter eggs and Oramesh translations that you might have missed. So let's take a look. Here we go. Oh, he's riding an EOB. Watch out for those farts.
Did you say farts?
We lost.
Lars Homestead, it's young Luke. Oh, look at that little skyhopper. Walker, I know, it's T16. I can't believe they're using Duel of the Fates.
To hunting Jedi
Holy shit.
is patience.
Grand Inquisitor! He looks pretty scary.
Jedi cannot help what they are.
Whoa.
Their compassion leaves a trail.
Lars.
The Jedi code is like an itch. He cannot help it. Where is he?
Whoa. The Inquisitors are gnarly in this. Whoa! That's the music from the that's the music from Revenge of the Sith, the final duel. That was one hell of a trailer. I have to give it up. The use of the music, the stakes, the intensity, the fear that we feel of being a fugitive, a Jedi on the run from these terrifying Inquisitors. Finally, we get to see the Inquisitors in live action, and everyone will see how terrifying this force truly is. And yes, although the big draw of this show for a lot of people is the fact that Hayden Christensen is coming back as Darth Vader, obviously that's a big reason. I'm gonna be tuning in as well. We do not need to see him in a trailer yet. Thank God, let's not show him yet. All we needed was just his iconic breath and that John Williams music sting from their battle on Mustafar, mentally bringing us right back there. I thought it was fascinating to use Duel of the Fates, which was such a needle drop back in the trailers for Phantom Menace in 1999. I mean, this teaser just restores that promise that we all felt when we were revisiting that prequel era. Could we also interpret this as a tease that Maul could show up on this show? And I say Maul because he's no longer a Sith at this point in history. He is alive. Now, Maul does not know that Obi Wan Kenobi is on Tatooine. We do not see Maul learn that until the Rebels storyline, which was just a few years before the Battle of Yavin, which was about 7 or 8 years after this. Okay, so sense of timeline. This is 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, 9 years before A New Hope. So, as we see in this, Luke Skywalker
So
is
it's right
10
in the
years
middle,
old.
almost.
Obi Wan Kenobi is in the middle of his exile as he's keeping an eye on Luke Skywalker on the
The
Lars
victory.
homestead. And now it seems like the major threat of this show, the great antagonists, are going to be this group in Star Wars lore called the Inquisitors. Now, the Inquisitors were introduced in Star Wars Rebels, the animated series. These are a group of Force-sensitive beings who were trained by Darth Vader to hunt down all the survivors of Order 66. And at the top of that fugitive list is obviously Obi Wan Kenobi. They're led by a guy called the Grand Inquisitor, who in Star Wars Rebels was voiced by Jason Isaacs, and spoiler alert, dies at the end of Rebels Season 1. But that's years from now. Right now, we're seeing the Grand Inquisitor really the height of his power. He's played by Rupert Friend, who is committing full ham to this role. He looks terrifying. Now, a bit of background on the Grand Inquisitor. This guy, while introduced in season 1 of Rebels, was actually retconned to be one of the Jedi Temple guards who was involved with the prosecution of Ahsoka Tano when she was falsely accused of bombing the Jedi Temple. Later on, they figured out the real culprit was Barriss Offee. But as a witness to those events, he saw the corruption of the Jedi ways. He knows it firsthand. He was trained as a Jedi, raised in that temple, which is why it's so fascinating to now hear him lecture the other Inquisitors, describing the Jedi philosophy as a kind of sickness, an addiction, a compulsion, an itch that cannot be scratched. He uses this term, they cannot help it.
Jedi cannot help what they are. The Jedi Code is like an itch. He cannot help it.
And since George Lucas originally conceived of the Empire as space Nazis, I cannot help but interpret this as a parallel to the way that the Nazis talked about hunting down Jews and other undesirables. They would say things like, they cannot help the way they are, so we have to purge them from this world. And now it makes the Inquisitors so terrifying. They are resolute in their ideology. They don't see themselves as evil. They see themselves as ridding the galaxy of a kind of moral corruption. And to hear Obi-Wan admitting defeat, say, we lost, the war's over. This guy only has one mission now, and that is to make sure that Luke Skywalker sees no harm. He doesn't really care about his own self-preservation. But this video is brought to you by The Ridge.
But I think it's really interesting how they're doing that. It's like the first time, well, the Jedi already lost, as we saw in Mandalorian and all that other stuff. But I think it's interesting how they created this group to basically rid or just hunt down any surviving Jedi.
The Inquisitors?
Yeah.
I've never heard I don't remember hearing about I don't remember really watching Clone Wars like that. I saw the movie years ago, but I don't remember really catching up on the show.
Well,
so
the
I'm a little
Inquisitors,
behind.
like he said, it was the only time you really would have saw them was from the animated series. Because Order 66, that's to basically go out and kill all these Jedis, the rest that survived, whatever. But I just think it's interesting that they actually had this group, and now they're starting to bring them into the live action, just like how they did with the Bounty Hunter and Boba Fett.
Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert. I'll make sure to put that in the beginning. Remember that, Jalen. But anyway, so far it's really interesting. We're gonna probably be seeing a lot of characters come back, such as Darth Maul, who I don't even remember him being alive. I thought he got sliced up by Obi-Wan once he killed Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I guess not.
But I guess he's alive.
I like the Inquisitor, his saber.
Right, he has that Darth
dual.
Maul, the dual saber. And he looks like that girl, the one that had the double blades that was with Count Dooku at times. She was bald. She kind of looked like him. I just don't know what her name was. Unless she was only in the animated series. But
yeah, because I don't remember seeing her in the live action. I could be mistaken. Like I said, it's been a while since I've seen Star Wars.
Right.
So this is all like kind of new to me in a way. So,
but I like how they are filling in those blank parts.
In between 3 and 4, because
Right.
you don't know what happened to Obi-Wan until later on.
Right. We always see it's just an older Obi Wan Kenobi. So now that we're actually seeing what he was doing during that time, and then the same thing with the Mando and Boba Fett. Now that we see what was going on from other perspectives during that time, it's a really interesting dynamic, and I'm glad that I don't know if Jon Favreau is directing this, but if he is, they're really like serving the community what we need. So This is awesome. This is awesome.
It's cool. I mean, I'm excited for it.
It is. It's a really cool concept. I like it. So let's go right.
Find the link in the video's description. Now, one of the main characters we see is Mos Ingram playing Reva, who is another Inquisitor. We don't know which Inquisitor, though. So in Star Wars Rebels, we meet a few of the Inquisitors. In addition to the Grand Inquisitor, we meet the 5th brother and the 7th sister, 2 Inquisitors who team up to try to kill Kanan and Ezra. They're answering the call of the 8th brother, who is actually searching for Maul all these years. These guys show up a lot in the Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith comic series, which we should all reread or read for the first time going into this series, because it seems like they are pulling a lot lot from that. We also, in other literature, meet the sixth brother. He's the one who tried to kill Ahsoka Tano in the book, but she actually defeated him and used his red kyber crystals, purifying them, turning them into white, which is why she now has twin white lightsabers. That's where she got those kyber crystals. It was from an Inquisitor. One of the highest profile Inquisitors we meet is actually in the...
That explains why. Excuse me, guys. That explains why she had that.
Those two sabers, right? Because she took it from an Inquisitor, so now that this is coming out, it's gonna fill in. We might even see Ahsoka Tano.
I hope so, because I know she has her own show coming out.
Right, she does. So, oh man, I'm getting chills because the shows have been good. Mandalorian has been good, season 1 and 2. Boba Fett was.
It was okay.
It was okay. It wasn't bad, and it didn't drag on. But I'm excited.
Alright, let's go.
The Jedi Fallen Order game. Spoiler warning if you ever intend to play that game, but the antagonist storyline, Trilla Sunduri, she was a Padawan of the Jedi seer Junda, who actually gave away her location, turning Trilla pretty pissed off. She becomes the second sister Inquisitor, but she ends up getting defeated when she tries to fight Cal Kestis at Nur, and when she temporarily shows some forgiveness to Seer Junda, Vader kills her. That's actually how a lot of the Inquisitors die, is Vader's like, I see weakness, and just slays them. So yeah, not a good life for these guys. So we'll see with Reva. Who knows, she may be like the first sister. And it looks like we're gonna meet a lot of other Inquisitors, which makes this super exciting. Because I thought it was brilliant how Rebels introduced them as
like
the
the
fifth
Tron
brother.
thing in their back. Every time I just see the circle on their back, I'm like, Tron. Automatically thinking Tron.
Sister, just implying that there are so many more bases to fill into that lineup. Now, we see a lot of shots of a new planet. This planet is called Daiyu. I think that's how it's gonna be pronounced. The writer of the show, Joby Harold, described it as, it sort of has a Hong Kong feel to it. It's a graffiti-ridden nightlife. It's kind of edgy. It's just a different lane and a different feeling. And when I read that in the article, I was like, so are we just gonna see another Metropolis, another Coruscant type setting? But actually, they do a really good job just accentuating the fog, because Hong Kong is a harbor city. There's often a sea layer that blows through it. So you just see this foggy background that's lit by these Urabesh neon signs. You know I'm going to be translating all those in the breakdown. Don't worry, I won't do that here. I need a moment. And I gotta say, I love that Joel Edgerton is coming back as Owen Lars. What a get by George Lucas back in 2005 for someone who just seemed like a pretty small character. The fact that he's coming back now after being a much
That's
bigger
the son.
star.
Or is that the father?
That was the son. That was the one who had. Remember, Anakin's mom was with the guy.
Right.
That's the guy's son.
That is the son. Okay.
The one, I think he was like in a wheelchair or something, like a hover chair or something like that.
Yes.
But that's the son.
Got you. Okay.
And he's from The Great Gatsby, if you've ever seen that movie.
I did.
He was in there.
And a lot of bigger titles. It's just so great to bring him back into the fold. It looks like Reva is now on Tatooine searching for Obi Wan Kenobi, and Owen Lars knows about Ben Kenobi. He knows about that whole backstory. I think it's terrifying to see someone suspended from their feet down. I don't think they're going to be suspended from a noose. I think they're just being suspended by the Force. But it looks like now these Inquisitors have discovered the location of Obi Wan Kenobi, and to him that's an even bigger threat because it could expose the link of Luke Skywalker being the son of Darth Vader, something that Obi Wan Kenobi obviously wants to keep a secret. There's also some rumors that in addition to seeing young Luke, we may also see young Leia in the show, which would also bring like Jimmy Smits as Bail Organa back in. That'd be super exciting because there's got to be a reason Obi-Wan leaves the planet of Tatooine. This guy would never leave the planet, right? He's here by a vow to protect the Skywalker lineage. So the only reason he would leave, I think, would be to help Leia in some other kind of crisis. Folks, just from the promises of Duel of the Fates, the possibility that Maul could show up in the series at the height of his Crimson Dawn power, and then not yet showing, but promising a rematch between Obi-Wan and Vader. We still don't even know what Hayden Christensen's really gonna look like on this show because they brought back Hayden for a reason. If they just wanted Vader in it, they could have brought in the team that created Vader for Rogue One, which was a couple stunt guys.
Yeah, this was a crazy scene. That scene, like, you could just watch that by itself on YouTube, like other videos, but that scene alone, when he was just slaying, he was just killing everybody in the goddamn hallway, and it was just the way that they did it. It really like put into perspective of how dark his character really is, and
true.
with the lighting and just the fog coming in and slamming the doors shut. It was just a really good. I, for one, believe that was one of Vader's best scenes. Was that one right there? I enjoyed that part.
I'm just happy they're bringing him back.
Right. So
Somehow, some way.
So we might even be able to see No, because he was
Maybe
Darth
we'll see-
Vader already.
He's probably transitioning into Darth
Transitioning.
Vader. Or no, at this point he should already be Darth Vader.
He should already be, because he got sliced.
But maybe it'll explain more about Darth Vader in a way. Maybe.
Right, because they didn't necessarily... I mean, they did, but
they kind of just... All of a sudden
he's just Darth Vader. They didn't really talk about why he was put into this stuff. Okay.
But to bring back Hayden Christensen means we're gonna get a peek under the mask, whether that means Vader like in his breathing apparatus egg thing, or we're gonna see some look under the mask like a close-up Iron Man style, or we're gonna see some weird meditative astral plane version of the character. I mean, speaking of which, we're all dying to see Liam Neeson come back as Qui-Gon, right? Because this is a period where Obi Wan Kenobi supposed to commune with Qui-Gon Jinn's Force Ghost to learn how to become a Force Ghost. This is the show to do it. I couldn't be more excited for the show. So again, my Easter egg breakdown is gonna come to the channel tomorrow, and then on Monday, Tommy Bechtold and I are gonna dive further into the questions you had on our weekly Star Wars reaction show called Wookiee Leaks. Join us every week for that. It's one of my favorite things I do here at New Rockstars. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EABoss. Follow New Rockstars. Subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Alright, so I was wrong. It's real Rockstar. I mean, New Rockstars. Apologize, but still, it will be down in the description below. Okay.
I don't know. I like watching all these, like, any Star Wars series that they have come out
The
with.
side question stuff that they
I haven't been disappointed.
No,
So
me neither.
maybe this will explain it. It's definitely going to fill in a little bit more
Right.
in between, which I think is what we needed, because it kind of just jumped from. I keep forgetting the names of the actual movies, but the third one and the fourth one.
Right.
So
It just jumped right into there without even explaining.
because this showed you, I believe in the third one, it did show Anakin turning into Darth Vader.
It did.
But it maybe.
But it was like a
I
real...
wish he had his own show
to
to explain like Darth Vader.
Oh, right.
To explain like the transitioning from Anakin to Darth Vader and how he became the Dark Lord.
Right,
like
the
he
Sith
is.
Lord, right.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know.
But I honestly, I can say that I trust these group of writers to give us something good, due to the fact that they haven't disappointed us with Mando, and they haven't disappointed us with Boba Fett. Is there anything else that they did, or that was it?
Boba, Mando.
Oh, the clones, something with the clones, the last clones.
Bad Batch?
Yeah, Bad Batch.
I didn't see Bad Batch.
Oh, you didn't see that? But, you know, I trust them not to mess this up. This is going to be a very good opportunity to give us that backstory that we needed. Give us that story that wasn't even thought about until now, or
That's true.
a couple of years down the road. But this is going to be interesting. We're going to watch it.
I was gonna say, I think we just have to see it, and then I could really give my input.
Right.
Because, like I said, I really don't know
Yeah,
what to expect. Like, I didn't know who the Inquisitors were. I didn't know who they were.
I didn't even know they were a real thing, and just seeing their little tower, like how modern that thing looks, it's like, whoa, they got all this technology, and then you look at Tatooine, and it's like, what? But, yes, I'm glad that in this trailer, that they also didn't give us too much to go off of. They just, you know...
Giving us bits and pieces.
Right. So hopefully in the second trailer, if they do another one, they'll give us a little bit more, but not too much, just like this one. But we'll definitely react to that.
Yes.
So, with that being said, thank you, all of you guys, for continuing to watch us, even though we haven't posted in like 6 days.
Thanks, y'all, for being patient, because, you know, we go through some stuff, you know, in life, too.
Right.
So, thank y'all for being patient and for the support and the love. Keep up with the interaction. We love that. We will always be responding back to you guys. So, don't be afraid to leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe. Share with friends, family, strangers, enemies, everybody. Even show your pets, whatever. You know they'll watch it, whatever.
Make sure to also stay notified with all the content that we're going to be dropping this year, because we want to do so much on this channel, and one of the main things that we do not want to do is box ourselves into reactions. We're going to be doing them, but we're also going to be venturing out and doing other things that challenges us.
Hopefully vlogs, challenges. Now summer's coming up.
Summer is coming up, and we're in a new area, so there's new opportunity for a lot of other things to do on this channel, and we really want to elevate and bring it to the next level in any way, shape, or form that we can. So
we will get into that with you guys later.
yes.
So you want to wrap it up?
Please continue to watch us, continue to believe in us, continue to stick with us. We appreciate the love and support. We will see you guys in the next video.
Bye, y'all.